buddy. All right. We are set up. Yeah, I just had to ask in the chat just to make sure we're all good because YouTube always says no, and then after I'm like, well, let me ask the chat just to be sure.
New audio.
Yeah, new audio. Welcome to the Week in Review, and I make sure not to yell like last time because I heard what the audio was like and I was peaking like crazy. Yeah, welcome to the Week in Review for the Sunday. We actually did get a lot of updated info. Some are previous updated info from before, so some of which I'm curious on the reaction on the chat, but we have to get through like the small topics, then we get to the main topic for Beyblade X. So yeah, first is just the basic recap where you just go over what's going on in the week, but I got a Beyblade ad, nice. Alrighty, Monday was literally just the news. That was it. That was the news. We all did the stream, and I did a separate video, a quick little recap. Tuesday we went over the QuadStrike opening that finally released, where I went over a breakdown analysis on anything I could really see that was, interesting. Wednesday was a big Pandora Royale against all the QS bays that I wanted to use. So if you want to see something crazy like that, you can check it out. Thursday we did Plastic Gen with the MagnaCore system. And I actually did a YouTube short on it, fun enough too. So if you want to see that, you can check it out. Friday, we represented Hasbro with Whirl, which was pretty cool to actually do a competitive Hasbro combo that was actually good. Saturday, we did our interview with ZANKYE with Blader K from the WBO. Top Blader, a very good conversation we were able to have on the Toronto scene, Beyblade in general, our thoughts for Beyblade X. And then after we did Excalius against the Excaliburs, because technically Excalius evolves from an Excalibur, the Takiratomi one, so yeah, that was kind of it. The other one, this was like the only other thing I never mentioned in that breakdown of the QuadStrike, which if you're wondering, Volt does indeed use the Takiratomi Ultimate Valkyrie that has the Legacy and Variable Dash. Does not use the Hasbro variant. I don't know, I thought maybe it would use the Hasbro variant. Maybe this could explain why the Ultimate Evo Valkyrie from the 2-pack has the variable attachment, because they want to try to get as close as possible. Still funny, no Legacy disc. You would have thought that they would have done it. They would have done it. But no, that's the only other thing I didn't talk about. The rest was kind of just like straightforward. And I think on my Twitter, I talked about the nice animation shots that I liked. All right, what are we up to next? I think it's already the main topic, because, yeah, listen.
Okay, Beyblade intro.
Oh, okay, yeah, we got a special intro for the news segment. Pull it up right now. That is actually really cool. Yeah, we're definitely going to use that when Beyblade X finally comes around. Oh, yeah, that's our new segment for now every time we talk about it, because usually almost every week there's going to be something. But yeah, we're going to go over now the actual info. So this comes from a trusted source. So some of which is an update to the previous info. I have generic images. Just keep it on that, I guess. That's pretty much all I can have, or if you have a generic shot of the logo. But, we went over the teas, new game, new stadium, whatever. I have an update on the system itself, which I was a little bit surprised with. This is going to be breaking on here. Trusted source, this was the same one from before, gave updated information saying, hey, actually, I got more, I got to whatever, it's actually this. So I'm looking down and I'm reading on it. So for the new generation, from what I understand, what I've been told, the bays are supposed to burst. However, it's not cross-compatible with the previous burst generation. This is the equivalent of how HMS is not the same thing as metal fights. They both have metal contact points, but it's not the same thing. So yeah, that's kind of where I was very shook by it. I was like, really? Or whatever. So now we're going to go over the points. I don't know. You go on go on the image of the stadium. Go on the image of the stadium. The actual stadium one. The graphic we have. We got told the points, so I'm going to tell you what it's supposed to go up to. Well, actually, what they say is not confirmed, but the battles are supposed to go up to 5 points. Now, I got to explain how the stadium works. So remember how we talked about, high-speed battles, whatever? That's why the stadium's designed like that. So there's a special ridge there where it's supposed to build the momentum where it goes to the center. If you remember anything of like how QuadDrive did it, except like a little more developed, that's how it's supposed to do it. So you see how it goes there? So they're supposed to like hit there, it goes back to the center. Hit there, it goes back to the center. Now, how the points are supposed to work is a little surprising to me. I'm assuming this does go up to 5, but you're going to understand why in a second. 1 point is a spin finish, so survivor finish, whatever you want to call it, so an outspin. Okay, burst is 2 points. A KO is supposed to be 3 points from what I've been told. If they manage to kick out their Bey to the pocket. 3 points. So that means, dude, if you have a freaking attack type, you're kind of busted already. Because if you burst them or if you KO them, that's pretty nuts. So I'm still shook by that. I'm still very shook by that. So that, in a way, is how they kind of re-innovate. So it's a new way to play in the sense. So kind of what this feels like is like a combination of how Hasbro does the stadiums, but in a more competitive sense with how Takara Tomy does it. So I think if there is the best way to describe this, it's kind of like a mix of the two. It's kind of like how they did like the Zero G Stadium and Metal Fights, like very, very different from what we normally see. Personally, like my opinion, I would have just like a basic stadium, and then after they could have had that. But you know, I'm open to whatever.
So keep in mind,
Yeah.
the 5 points.
It's not confirmed.
It's not confirmed, but most likely it's 5 points.
It was most likely. Another thing on the stadium info, I tried to ask, because I tried to say, okay, do you know how big the stadium size is supposed to be? They said the stadium's supposed to be lower, and it should be about the same size as the standard, but confirmed to not be so high. So I'm assuming just means not like the DB stadium. So
that's good news.
That's I'll take that. Not like the DB stadium, thank God. But no, that's what really, really surprised me. And now there's a whole bunch of other questions. I'm not really against the idea of them doing the bursting because it's how they burst in specific. I think because you know how, okay, imagine this. Imagine you did the hard metal system after the plastic gen, and this is before Metal Fight, and you heard, oh, the new bays are also going to have metal contact points. Okay, but the system is a lot different from how it works. So I assume that the system is probably going to be... No, the system there's nothing connected at all to the previous bursting. I just hope it's something unique how they make them explode. And I hope it's not repeating...
It's burst, but different burst.
Yeah, it's different. It's not
cross-compatible. Not backwards compatible.
Yeah. The thing is, I just hope they can do it right. Because my issues with burst are kind of where... They design burst in a way where it's good for them, but not for us, if that makes sense. Because with how the teeth wear down, you know... I was like, do I really want another 5-7 years of that? I don't know. I am open to see how they do it. I think that's the most I can say. The stadium, I'm very curious about, and that's pretty much all the main new info that we got. But I think the most important thing is how they do it.
And the point system. That's why I say it's new game.
And the points. The points, I think, are how they kind of work around it. That's what I was thinking.
So that's why it's new game.
That's why it's
new stadium.
Yeah, and then afterwards, new gears.
There's new gears.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
A new game, I think, is
I think new game is how they try to imply, like, it's not the same way that you've played before. I think they do have to mix it up, I guess. Maybe to them, because they're doing it right after, I don't know. I hope it's good. That's all I can say. So I want to actually take it to some of the comments here. I'm going to highlight a few. Okay, wow, 5 points, yep. Those are supposed to be 3 points, that is correct. What did I miss? Everything. I can recap in a second. Attack meta, let's go, that is true.
Yeah.
Let's see. The bays will still be burst, but only cross-compatible with the burst. Yep. Okay, yeah, they just said what I said, sorry, because the way this scrolls is weird. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay.
It's not generation cross. I don't know, man.
No, it's X. The thing, whoever translated was X. What if Beyblade well, it's just called Beyblade X. No, it's just called X. It's just called X. Not gonna lie, hope the Bey itself doesn't have teeth. Agreed. I hope they burst somehow uniquely. What if the Bey's lair actually explodes too?
At this point,
okay, so that'd be like
we
a
don't know
quad yeah, that'd be like a quad.
how many parts is in a burst.
Yeah, we have no
Bey.
idea. Honestly, fine with the bays bursting. It makes the battles more interesting. I think that's also true. I think that's kind of the issue with how they got around it is because how else do you evolve the game? What do you do? Okay, they burst again, but if the point system is different, the game meta is different.
So recap the the point system.
Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me, okay, it unclicked in there. Good, it's only for limited. Okay, so how it's basically supposed to work is 1 point OS, 2 points burst, and 3 points KO. From what I was told, not confirmed, the battles are supposed to go up to apparently 5 points. But not confirmed on the 5 points thing. Either way, though, I think at least it makes sense, right? Like, because if it was the same points, it feels like very much like burst, and at least, I don't know. I'm trying to be as open as possible, right? Because I'd rather not be like, oh, this sucks, all this, whatever, right? You know, I want to be open.
Okay, some more info.
What's that?
Apparently, it's only 4 different bays. 4 starters,
Oh, yeah.
being the other ones recolors.
Yeah, so if you remember the listings, I mean, this is kind of already implied, whatever, with the listings, but if it wasn't obvious before, it's going to be 4 main bays from what we were told, but the rest is just going to be like different recolors, whatever. So I mean, if you want a reference at the start of Burst, there's Valkyrie Wing XL, there's Valkyrie Spread, like Survive. So
Stamina, attack, whatever.
yeah, in reality, it's just it's kind of just before. So I mean, in reality, I think you just would really need the 4 main ones, I guess. I still don't know exactly. Okay, well, what is this? Any thoughts on the Takafumi Adachi's recent tweet? History is connected. I don't know what the context of that is. I assume it just means that Beyblade keeps on going. I don't think there's anything else behind it. I don't think it's that deep. I just clicked on it again. I'm sorry. It would be really cool if they, the concept of, I was actually talking about this, that if they could do the motifs, like maybe like a fusion of previous past motifs together, but no idea. Personally, I don't care about bursting. I just hope the high-speed thing is interesting. If the stadium is anything to go by...
There's no crossover, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, if the stadium is anything to go by, I assume maybe... I don't know, I assume it could be probably a little bit interesting.
Keep in mind the state is expensive. Eh?
Yeah. An unbalanced metagame focused on attack types only sounds like a downgrade. It does depend on how they burst and everything, to be fair, though. I can definitely see if it's up to like well, also the other thing too we don't know is we don't know the ridge size of the stadium, we don't know how it catches the bays, so it does depend. Like if you're thinking in the context of a burst stadium with those type of points, yeah, I could definitely see that point of view, but we don't know what the ridge is. Maybe the ridge is really thick and it's very hard to actually KO.
The ridge is forces to come to the center.
Maybe it's very hard to actually KO, and that's why it's 3 points. I understand too. Listen, I'm trying to understand all the point of views. And yeah, this is exactly what I thought too. This is literally my same thought that I just read. Yeah, I'm thinking KOs of 3 points must be very hard to get. Agreed. If they justify weird mystical stuff from Beyblade, they need to pull out a JoJo Part 7 and say it's the Golden Ratio or Golden Spin. Lesson 5. Are the agents still behind you? Not yet. We don't even know what the toss will like. No, we just have a very general, like... Honestly, I'm pretty sure, what is it? What did I say? April 13th? Whenever the next Korokora is. That's supposed to be April 13th, I think.
Yeah,
so.
But I don't think there's all information.
I don't think they're going to go everything at once. I think April 13th is probably just going to be maybe just like a teaser on one of the bays. I think May is probably when you're going to get a lot. In June, it has to be everything's already out.
Okay, so apparently not for the public, for wholesalers. In June, they reveal all the Beyblades.
And don't forget, too, with the whole thing of, like, the 20 thing, whatever, that they're giving away to specific people in Japan, maybe we might see even sooner. Maybe there might be some product leak of that.
Yeah, well, they can enter till May something.
Yeah, probably should be June.
So, it makes sense to June.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay, in the past, in 2015, they did reveal them on the Tokyo Toy Fair, whatever.
Yeah.
That was mid-June or something. That's when they reveal first.
Yeah, they show the bays of the stadium. Like, okay, I wanted to read this.
So I think the June is just when we actually visualize pictures. I don't think in April we're gonna see any pictures of bays. It's just more teasers, I think.
All right, let me read this now. To be honest, hope TT takes a page out of Hasbro's book and uses hard-to-wear slopes. Doubt this how it works, but slopes would be the best case. I would definitely agree. What are your expectations for the future gimmicks of the new I don't know, something good. I don't know. I got nothing right now. Why isn't it compatible? Because, my friend, it's a different generation, okay? Like I said, the HMS system has metal contact, but the metal fights, the metal wheel system, both are metal contact, right? But it doesn't mean it's the same thing. It's a different take on it. So, obviously, yeah. Isn't Beyblade already an evergreen company? I think they mentioned something along the lines a few years ago. Wasn't like something like Europe, whatever, trying to be evergreen. I don't have the article right now on hand. I think that was their goal. I mean, isn't it the whole idea of like evergreen to keep on going and going and going?
That's what they wanted to do.
Yeah, that's their idea. Are they going to more crossovers? If you mean
No
in terms,
crossovers.
no, if they mean remakes, we do not know at this time. Okay. High speed. Does high speed just mean they go faster when they are launched? Go in the image of the stadium. What I interpret high speed to imply is most likely when you hard launch, because they're building up the momentum on hitting the ramp to go to the center and to the middle. That's probably what high speed would imply. That's what I would assume, anyways. Listen, that's my best interpretation.
The newer bays are not backwards compatible.
Yeah, not.
Apparently, this one's burst, but is not the same as before.
We're gonna eventually see the image of the bay. I cannot show the literal image, but we have a traced image. It's gonna pull up in a second. We should have a traced one.
Right here.
Yeah, that's the best that you can. Oh, I forgot to replace with that's the old Photoshop logo, huh? But yeah, that's about it. That's I mean, that's really it. So just to recap, we went over the point system, how it's actually supposed to be. So it's supposed to be kind of like burst, but it's not cross-compatible with burst. And anything else? The four. There's going to be 4 main bays in July, and the rest are supposed to be just like recolors, or like like different combinations, whatever. So we're expecting a new system, but with a bursting stimmic carrying over from the but differing from the previous system. Yep, that is correct. Yes, sir. Anything else? Oh, and the stadium too. The stadium, to repeat again one last time, the stadium is supposed to be apparently close to the standard size of the burst.
And lower.
And lower. I assume it just means not like deep, like the DB Stadium. I guess.
Yeah, lower than the DB. That's my understanding.
I don't know. We'll find out. So just to recap, for more information, I don't think we're gonna get anything next week, most likely. But let me see my schedule right now. We are right now March 26th. That means we have to go through April. That means we have like a little bit, almost 3 weeks until April 13th, which is a day before my birthday, where it's gonna be the Koro scan. So by then we're going to get something, or technically it'd be like April 12th if the scans come out a little bit sooner, but you know what I mean. Until then, we have actually a little preview from all of Bays. We are actually taking pre-orders for Beyblade X. It's a limited quantity right now because of our orders. So that means
is going to be taking pre-orders right now for
Beyblade
X.
There's no audio?
They're going to ship from US or Canada.
Okay, yeah, Beyblade X, yeah. So basically, just skip around on the thing. Yeah, if you go on our store, molabays.com, we have specifically bundles right now. So if you want to check out the bundles, we have like specific ones that are like for the starters, whatever. I think the prices there are in Canadian, by the way. So before you say, oh, what about in USD? No, that's in Canadian, so you just have to do the conversion on our site. Because we're Canadian. Oh, there you go. Okay, sick. Yeah, it's an optional way to support the channel if you want to get pre-orders up.
There's individual ones and there's bundle.
Yep,
there's one, I only have one left. The one with pretty much everything, this one.
Yeah, that one was a little bit surprising. And there's some bonuses. There's free burst stuff from before. So
there's one between 103 and one decades.
Yep.
But these are limited numbers because we had to pre-order till on the 23rd.
Yeah, we had like limited time, so we had to basically pre-order whatever quantity that we could.
Because pre-orders ended for us.
Yeah. No, but I think it was a lot of fun. Okay, actually, wait. Channel updates before we end off. Channel updates. Oh, both audios are mixing. Oh, sick. Wait, close the video. Get off the video just in case.
You'll get a free versus.
Okay. Okay. For the channel updates, what am I working on? That's a good question. Well, a lot of writing work for IRL stuff, but for the channel, I'm hoping for this Friday, the Chozy tier list. I pretty much got all the info done. It's literally just audio and visual recording, and it should be just Friday, 5 p.m. Probably you're going to see that. I'm looking at my schedule. Yeah, Friday, 5 p.m. This week, we should have a good guest, J-Pot.
J-Pot.
For the ZANKYE, yeah. I don't want to clap this in case the audio is too loud. But yeah, for the ZANKYE, J-Pot's going to be there on the Saturday. We're recording this week for the J-Pot. Anything else in particular? Probably a plastic gen for the Thursday, or it might be metal fight. I'm trying to do one metal fight, one plastic gen, one metal fight, one plastic gen, so that way I'm not going in a row.
Wait, no Beyblade up? to update.
Yeah, and the Beyblade app should update any time.
Any day now.
Any day it wants to update. And that's kind of it. For any Bay history stuff,
Press some comments.
stay tuned. Oh, hold on. There's some comments. Yeah, this thing does not load for me anymore. Okay, it's all right now. Yeah. Sorry, because when I was playing the ad, he said no audio, but I think there was audio. Well, Burst is coming back. Love the black and white logo for the website. Imagine certain spots on the Beyblade when hit may burst. It may make it burst. Oh, like certain weak points. That could be a good idea. Customization, I do not know, my friend. I do not know yet. Eventually, we'll find out one way or another.
For now, it's like we build every week.
Yeah, we build every week. I don't think anything next week. I don't want to jinx myself, and there's no, there's probably not.
So new game.
Yeah, new game, new stadium. New gears.
So this new game and new stadium, that's more new information. The pointing system and the stadium is lower, kind of the same size as standard size stadium.
Yeah, so I think just to wrap up, I pretty much just went over all the channel plans. This week is probably going to be a Middle Fights Bay for the Thursday. And I basically had to write it. I want to tell you a little fun update. So basically, because I think I have 115 days until allegedly the release that should be July 15th, assuming it is, I basically spent all of last night writing down video stuff. So expect a lot of combo lists, all that stuff for the future, because basically it's a lot of planning at a time. You think we'll get a silhouette on the 13th?
I think so.
I don't even think it's going to be a silhouette. I'm pretty sure they revealed Valkyrie the month after the thing. I think it was singular Valkyrie. I'm pretty sure.
So,
any clue if the format is 5G or something? I do not know at this time. I wouldn't be surprised, but I feel they're probably going to start off with 3. Maybe I don't know. When I have an update on that, I'll do the update.
There's so much secret from Takara Tomy. There's only 3D renders.
Yeah. All right. I think that's kind of it. We finally plugged the store in time. The stream health, it keeps on saying error, warning, error, stream is healthy. So I am going to go with the flow on that. Suggestion, stream's current bitrate is 72. Whoa, it was never that. I don't know. YouTube's bugging. Anyways, that's where we're going to be ending off. I will basically do a recap for the Monday. That way you don't got to watch the whole live stream again. Monday's just going to be an entire recap of what I said, but short, probably 3-4 minutes, whatever. And that's kind of it. If there's any more updates, obviously we're going to do a video. I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm just waiting on stuff to confirm an update. So some stuff may be updated from before. And yeah, that's going to be it for now. I am going to die in a fiery explosion where he's going to play. And then after the stream ends. So have a wonderful Sunday. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Stay safe. And that's going to be it for now. Bye.